item. Why does it sound like you're going humana, humana, humana? Anyone else joining us? Or is anyone else joining us? Or is it just the two of us carrying? Hmm. I'll drag him into the call if I have to. Yeah, no. Dragging into the call, it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, anyways, I'm spending my birthday money wisely by spending on a trench coat. I like big jackets. If you couldn't tell by my absolutely massive winter jacket that I always wear. By the way, if you didn't know, that jacket I got from like Costco for like $50, and it is made of recycled water bottles, and it is the heaviest jacket I've ever owned. Yeah, dude, this thing like alone literally weighs like 5 pounds. Yeah, it's like actually heavy, and it keeps me really warm. It's also like completely waterproof. If you're ever at Costco and you find a jacket that looks like mine, buy it. Problem, acrylic stains this thing forever. You see, it's called I was in art class when I was over at the school, and yeah, accidents happen. I have the German flag. I have the colors of the German flag all over this jacket. It's black, red, and yellow. So I was doing accent colors. Yeah. Oh, really? Speaking of art teachers, have you ever noticed that when you're in elementary school, it was always the art teachers that were like wildly pregnant for like the entire year? Oh, and English teachers too. It's always those two. I've never met a pregnant math teacher or a pregnant music teacher. It's always been English. Yeah, yeah. It's weird. I, I, I asked the question no one. I asked the question someone dare ask. I don't know. Imagine falling. I'm thinking of Venture from Overwatch, but I feel like I'm wrong. Mainly because he said Death Star earlier. So, sorry, one sec. Look, I was fine with that game, all right, but they know what they did wrong. They they tried to bring me back to the game by adding Hatsune Miku, but they didn't. No, not after what they did. I don't care if you have a rhythm game. I don't care if you added a Hatsune Miku. You can add like my characters to that game to bribe me, and I still wouldn't play.
Yeah. Also, I think that my microphone was broken in the recording software, so it was just you talking for that whole part of it.
Here, I'll transcript. It was Tyler playing fork knife,
Fork and
and
knife.
he mentioned something about the Death Star, and then a magic drill that kind of like ventures from Overwatch. So they absolutely ripped off that IP.
Well, I think it
Uh,
was meant for the collecting materials, but people use it to fly.
I mean, whoever uses stuff the right way.
Right.
I mean, Q-tips are not meant for your ears, but here's America.
Yeah. We are a bunch of big dummies anyway.
Yeah. That's why I am the smartest of the group because I am not American. Although with this logic, that'd mean that Jesse's also one of the smartest in the groups, but also,
He's getting there.
yeah, he's getting there. I'm not saying he's stupid. He's just definitely not the smartest.
To be honest, are any of us really the smartest besides you?
Absolutely
It's
not.
like, it's like, yeah, we're getting older and we're thinking logically,
I'm
but
the
it's
only
like,
one that
eh.
has an habit of reading the dictionary for shits and giggles. So
I
this
think
is
I have a
true, by
dictionary
the way.
somewhere in my room.
This is true, by the way. I do this when I am bored. I will read the dictionary in its entirety just to pass time.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
am the
oh,
perfect
please
person
don't
for book
laser
reports,
me. Hang on.
assuming I didn't have ADHD. But I do, so I'm the worst person for book reports at the
Ah,
same
I
time.
just died.
I will read the entire book and then forget all about it within the span of minutes.
Yeah, I do that too. For it's like if it's something simple, it's like I'm not diagnosed exactly with ADHD, but I feel like I have it.
Oh, you absolutely have it. I can tell you right now.
Oh, you absolutely have it.
You know how like there's like those people that can tell if like other people have autism?
Yeah,
I'm like that with ADHD.
gotcha. Yeah. I also like
Especially since you're willing
bowling
to play
randomly.
yeah, especially since you're willing to play Fortnite still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called a hyperfixation, my friend, and that's why you can't get off of it.
Hyperfixation.
Either that or I am completely wrong and you just have a problem.
It could be the hyperfixation, not part of it.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing the game for 5 years, it's kind of hard to just drop it like everyone else did.
I mean, I played it for years. I'm not sure how many. I stopped after the one Greek based Battle Pass with um
Aphrodite?
not, well Aphrodite was in it, but I was more talking why am I blanking on her name now? Uh Greek goddess of the moon in archery in the hunt. I'm not sure why I'm blanking on her name now.
Artemis?
No, Artemis is the oh no, it is Artemis. Yeah, it is Artemis. Yeah, because Athena is the goddess of war strategy. Yeah, so it is Artemis. Yeah. After that battle pass, I stopped playing. And then I confirmed stopped playing after it was added.
What do you claim as it?
If I said the name, I would hate myself. It is the most brain rot thing on the internet.
Oh, the stupid toilet thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that didn't sell
I
well.
I kid you not. Smitty posted a new uh video recently. You should go watch his channel. Uh, and he said it, and I almost stopped watching the video.
Oh,
It hurt me so much.
it's like, yeah, I say it because I'm describing what it is to the older generation of like parents and stuff. It's like I'm saying, well, this word is just a gibberish word.
Did you know that kids are getting afraid of toilets and it's harder to potty train them now because of that show?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's stupid. I hate the internet so much, but also I like the Tumblr, not Tumblr. What am I thinking of? Reddit. I like the Reddit part of it.
Yeah, Reddit does have its um benefits, which is people that argue 24/7. That's the fun
Yeah.
part of it. But then like the
You
downfall of it,
see,
it's like some of it's actually true.
you see, it's fun to watch people argue
Yeah.
when it's not Twitter.
When it's not Twitter, it's actually really funny on Instagram.
Because when you go onto Reddit, that's how you discover really unique insults, especially if you go to the subreddit about it. But
Yeah.
uh, but then like you go to Twitter and there's like people leaking each other's IP because they dare to say that Trump was a good president
Because they did
because he isn't. And honestly, they kind of deserve to get their IP leaked for that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, people are
Actually,
sensitive.
actually, fun fact, internet. Did you know that Trump put a tariff on an island, pretty far away from Australia, but like Australia is the closest thing to it? Yeah, that island has not been seen by any man since 2016, and the only thing that exists on that island right now are penguins.
Isn't that Antarctica?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
He put a tariff on a random island that is less than a kilometer long.
Less than a kilometer long.
Yes, that is just filled with penguins and rocks.
He's greedy. That's all I'm
He's
gonna say.
stupid. I don't care about the greedy aspect. He's not getting anything from that.
I'm just
If
also
I
saying in
wanted,
general.
look, if you wanted a greedy president, you get whoever runs Apple on the phone, okay? Or even better, whoever runs PS PlayStation.
Yeah, no, Sony's greedy as hell too.
Yeah, it's Sony. Sony is bad. If I wanted someone to be greedy, I would elect the president of Sony for president of America. The greedy part isn't my problem. It's just how stupid they all are because they're all senile. Not to get political.
Yeah. Not to get political, viewers. Sorry if we hurt your little feelings and exposed your orange dumbass.
The only problem is, for your feelings, I do not care.
You're just a being on this earth. You have no use whatsoever.
You see, I have a unique ability of I do not give a literal crap about anything that exists in this world.
Dillygaff.
Yeah. Do I look like I
I
give
give
a
a
fuck?
fuck.
Exactly. I
Exactly.
just hate everyone equally.
Everyone equally. I don't have any favorite people because I hate everyone equally.
Exactly. There's just some people I hate less than others.
I hate less than others.
A little bit less.
That would probably be like half of your friends too.
Exactly.
Or people you
It's,
claim are your friends, or people who claim you as their friend. You just don't deal with them.
I swear, like the majority of that friend group that we're in,
Hmm.
I don't know. They're like, "Hey, how's it going, Jester? How's it going? Yeah."
That's
And I'm like,
Aiden.
"I don't know you. I don't know you."
Speaking of Aiden, he hasn't even been on the podcast,
He
and
hasn't.
he had the idea of it.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying we revolt.
He also does have stuff going on BTS, you know.
Yeah. By the way, is this the blonde Aiden or the brown haired Aiden?
Not Varnak.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah,
think
because
he doesn't really associate much with us, but the other one does.
yeah, but there are still two Aidens, and I have no idea which one's which
Yeah, no.
because their names are too similar.
How about the Aiden that likes Venom came up with
Yeah,
the podcast?
yeah, but yeah, that's the brown hair one. So yeah.
Yeah, the Marvel one, the one that doesn't, not
Yeah.
the hockey one, the Marvel one.
Question: is Aiden's main in Marvel Rivals Venom? I feel like it is.
It's got to be.
Right? He wore a Venom shirt like once every week. It has to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I'll have to ask him at some point.
Yeah, like just what's your Marvel rival main? And I swear to God, if it's Hawkeye,
Aimbot.
it's not aimbot. It's so much worse than that.
Oh, so it's just aim cheats.
Yeah, dude, I played Hawkeye for 2 minutes and I got MVP. And I vowed I would never play Hawkeye again. So I play Moon Knight, which is much more egregious.
The moon haunts you.
You see, it's called I like Moon Knight, and I kind of don't like that they made him overpowered. But then again, he is now lore accurate.
Lore accurate, yeah. I play Star Lord.
Yeah. Star Lord is just Soldier 76, but like that can fly.
I always took him as a tracer.
Well, kinda. He's like a mix between the two, but also his ult is just Soldier. It's aimbot.
Yeah, I think Marvel Rivals is just um
It's a mix between Overwatch and Valorant with a fresh new coat of paint,
yeah,
and it's better.
better, fresh coat of paint. It's basically the same stuff. It's just different
You see, Marvel Rivals costs you less money than Valorant because with Valorant you have to buy a new keyboard every 2 weeks.
because you would smash it in. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it doesn't it costs less than Overwatch because you don't have to pay as much for the news.
yeah. Also, a game that has the sweatiest people. What do you think? Rocket League?
Sweatiest people,
Mm-hmm.
League of Legends.
League of Legends, the showerless Discord mods. Yes, I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
that's why whenever the school started doing like League of Legends is one of the games for the electronic stuff.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what it's called.
Esports.
Esports, thank you. Yeah, for esports. Whenever they added League of Legends, I was so scared for you guys and your like mental state.
Yeah. We didn't have any LoL players. We had Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Madden, and Fortnite.
There's a reason why the acronym for League of Legends is LOL.
Well, then there's also we're getting two new members for sure next year that are going to be freshmen who have interest in Splatoon.
You see, I would absolutely help with that. The only problem is I'm a little far.
Yeah,
if I would if I could I would,
right.
because especially the Splatoon one. I am really good at Splatoon. Especially since I have like that one minigun weapon that just like annihilates everything in its path. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is funny. Because I have like the souped up on cocaine version of that thing that like takes forever to charge, but like fires for just indefinitely, and it takes up all of the ink. You can cover the map in seconds with that thing. I also have the souped up sniper, and it just you can almost spawn kill people. I swear.
Yeah.
The only problem with both of them is they are slow.
Slow refill.
Not slow refill. The refill is about the same, but they take forever to charge.
Right.
Then also the minigun one literally just actually makes you slow.
Oh, like they weigh you down. Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, they weigh you down and you're slower than the other players unless you're swimming.
Right.
Either that or I just managed to somehow get with every single group that has a speed buff above me. I don't know how, honestly, knowing me, probably, but
Probably.
I had one speed buff in that, and it was the shoes. But, like, I don't know. Maybe everyone else had like five speed buffs. Hmm. I haven't played Splatoon in a while.
I
I'm not
haven't
sure
really
what the
played
meta
it at
is.
all.
It's a fun game with really good music.
I will probably try and see if I can get it at some point. I saw it at a secondhand store and was like, maybe I should get this. But then I saw there's Mario Kart 8 on there for a cheap price.
Yeah. You see, viewer, this is my little roundabout way of saying you should buy Splatoon 3. Not 4. We all know it's going to be a thing. We saw Nintendo Direct. But just 3. Do not spend $800.
I think $80 for a game is a bit ridiculous and far-fetched.
$80, not for a game, but $80 for a reason to hate my friends is ridiculous.
Like Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart World,
Yeah.
it's gonna have even
It's
more
just
racers. It's gonna cause even more chaos.
it's just GTA, but with Mario in it. But I can
Yeah.
already do that with GTA, so I'm not going to buy it.
Do you think they're gonna do a Smash game for the Switch too?
Probably. You see, Nintendo's MO is that when there's a new console, they make either a new Mario Kart or a new Smash or both, which they're probably
Or
going to do
both.
both.
I think the first Smash game was on the NES, right? Or
Yeah, it was
SNES.
on the NS, and then it kept going. What was the next console after the NS? Wii U?
I think no, the NS was the one before NES. Like the no, the SNES. The SNES was after the NES.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's on the next Smash Bros. Game. And then Wii U had Brawl, and
And the
then
actual Wii did too. I have it on my
yeah,
Wii.
and the actual Wii. But the actual Wii is no one plays Brawl in the act or not. No one plays Brawl in the actual Wii.
I do.
I play Wii Sports Resort and Mario. That's it. And Just Dance. Nothing else runs on that. It does not work. Then also, I guess Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven also works pretty well for that one.
I mainly play whatever Lego games are on my Wii, but I haven't played it in a while, and I probably will lose my progress after a while if my Wii decides to be mean and reset again.
Yeah. You know what a good game is actually that will never change, hopefully.
Hmm.
Minecraft.
Mince Rift?
Yes. Minecraft.
Yeah, hopefully that won't change.
Yeah, you see,
Did you go see the
they're
movie?
they're I haven't seen the movie yet. And also we probably shouldn't even say anything about the movie for anyone that wants to get their face bitten off by a chicken while the chicken jockey scene happens.
Were you gonna
Yeah, I'm
wait?
not watching that in theaters.
Were you gonna wait for that to go to streaming services?
Yes. I value my life.
I'm gonna go see the How to Train Your Dragon in theaters.
Yeah, the live action How to Train Your Dragon looks great.
And I think
Which
it's the same cast almost.
almost. Although I will say, I have a very big disconnect from live action,
Uh-huh.
so I'm gonna inherently like it less because I don't like live action stuff. That's why I watch the animated Avengers shows and not the movies.
I feel like animation is gonna definitely take over once like Hollywood crashes and people start revolting more.
Yeah, you see, I like animation a lot more than CGI because CGI is everywhere nowadays. Did you know that in Aliens, not Alien, Aliens, the sequel,
Right?
that the big mama alien, the alien queen,
Uh-huh.
was made of just a few animatronics and a massive trash bag, like a massive collection of them.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then they just edited it a bit in post. Like they hardly did anything to it.
Okay, then
All they,
that's actually kind of reasonable because wasn't it made in like the 80s and 90s?
yeah, it was made in like the 80s. By the way, that thing was massive. It was like 10 feet tall, and it worked. It needed two people to drive it, and you could fully walk in that thing,
Dang.
assuming that you actually knew how to drive it, which, according to the actors, was hard.
Yeah, I can imagine though if it's that big.
Yeah, 10 feet. That is twice my height.
Twice my height too.
Yeah, we can sit on each other's shoulders and not be taller than that thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a giant like yeah, it was like hella cool and stuff like that. I feel like
Yeah,
I only saw the first one because my parents never showed me the second one.
you should. It's a good movie. Like, Ridley beats up aliens. It's cool.
Yeah, I might add it to the list.
Ridley is a female Doom guy that just annihilates aliens. Prove me wrong.
There is no way to prove you wrong with that one because it's the absolute truth.
Yeah, but yeah, I like practical stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs more, but also it looks more genuine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. If it's like more genuine, then we're gonna like it.
I don't want to see these like weird homeless gonna steal your wallet when you're not looking at them dwarves. You know?
I want to see the real shit, not these poorly
I get
crafted 3D abominations of flesh.
like I get that like Disney didn't want to anger the one guy that had a problem with it, but also like it's one guy on Twitter who said people should stop doing that. And I get like his reasoning for it, but also like that's a job opportunity. And now no dwarves can work at Disney. What have you done?
Yeah, I think they're also being kind of tossed out of the industry a little bit because not a lot of people are actually paying more attention to dwarf movies. I'm not entirely sure how to word that.
I do think the actual term is little people, not dwarves. I don't know
Oh,
what it is. I
little.
said dwarves out of instinct, but I actually don't know what it is.
Yeah, I said out of instinct too, because that's how I like kind of learned the terminology for
Yeah, that's how we learned it in like school and from our fathers,
short
specifically
men
fathers.
with beards. How about that?
Yeah,
For the movie, at least, for the Snow White movie.
yeah, because
Because
like
not every short person.
For Snow White is dwarves. They are dwarves. They're really called the seven dwarves. But I
Right.
just meant like the general terminology for little people.
Yeah. I think it was also like regularized in the 90s to say dwarf instead of little people
Or elf.
or
Thanks,
elf.
Will Ferrell.
I think that was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 90s. It was Will Ferrell's lead in Elf when he was poking fun at actually the actor that made that Twitter comment to begin with.
He's an angry elf.
He's an angry elf,
He's
and
a
yeah, I'm pretty sure that single-handedly ruined movies for him. But
he's an angry elf.
I mean, he makes fun of it too, so I'm not sure if I has a problem with it. Because it's not like Disney's trying to make fun of short people. They're literally just using them because it looks better than CGI. But now they can't anymore, so we get that, whatever that is.
We get that. Whatever. There's
They're
no
not
other way
dwarves,
to
I'll tell you
word
that
that
much.
perfectly than how you said that, honestly.
They're not dwarves, I'll tell you that much.
They're computerized sculptures made in Paint 3D.
Yeah, and they do not look good. They do not look good.
And I think
And
it
what
also
sucks is
ruined the
that like
movie too, because the main actress kind of flamed it before it was even talked about.
yeah, because there was the whole thing of the evil prince looks prettier than her, and that the mirror's just wrong. Speaking of the evil queen, apparently she had like horrible acting in that movie, which makes sense considering that like have you seen her other roles? Mainly one, Wonder Woman.
Oh, really? That's interesting,
She's
actually.
she's a live action Wonder Woman. Now, you won't think that she's a bad actor for that because you see she plays emotionless characters that can't talk coherently.
Right.
Because look at Wonder Woman. She does not speak English well. Like she has like an off way of speaking because she's not from America. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Snow White does not work for that movie because everyone has an English, American accent for some reason, even though it really should be English. But also, she can't do that either. So,
Yeah.
because it's not that she has a bad accent that causes it for her to sound weird. No, she just is bad at acting in general. She can't read lines well,
Which is, I feel
which
like,
isn't a bad thing. It's just that's not the right role for her.
yeah, she could have done well, like, somewhere different in the movie. They could have put her. I didn't watch the movie, so I was like, this is a one and a
Yeah,
half star movie.
I never watched the movie because I would rather pay to not watch it.
Yeah. I feel like it's the biggest joke of the
I would
21st
rather play the
century.
entirety of Sonic 06 again and then the ET game than watch that movie.
E.T. has a game?
Yes, and it is rated to be the worst video game in all of history. Even worse than Sonic 06, believe it or not.
Interesting.
It's like it's an Atari game. I went to NES, but it's Atari.
So no, there's a pretty bad game out there somewhere. It wasn't exactly
Uh,
E.T., but it was something else.
well, I know what you're talking about. Let me think. Overwatch.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like fighting games can't get worse than that.
I'd rather play Overwatch for 24 hours straight than play the entirety of Sonic 06, getting every achievement, and then play all of the ET game, and I still wouldn't watch Snow White.
Yeah. That's just how it's gonna be. It's like I'm not even gonna watch it. Not even gonna watch it, honestly.
Yeah, there's
Also,
a few
time's
things in
low
you. Time is low. Dear God, do we have to wrap up?
in about 10
And
minutes.
yeah, roughly 9 minutes. What's a topic that's roughly 9 minutes long?
um,
You think?
yeah, I'm thinking too.
Think.
Did you see? I know you saw it because you put it in the group chat, but it was the Hell of a Verse.
Yeah, Helloverse. I'm excited for that because I was very sad when I realized that only Has Been Hotel is going to be on Prime. But now Hell of a Boss is getting the funding, which means that my personal favorite show, I'm sorry, Tyler, my personal favorite show is going to be funded
Why'd you apologize?
because I know Has Been Hotel is your favorite Disney Pop show,
Oh,
or
it's
Spindle Horse, I guess.
yeah, it's yeah,
Sorry, I like, I just like the, uh, I don't know, I like potty humor.
yeah. I like Helva because it's yeah, it's
It's just
round
crazy.
longer, not really longer, but it's like more consistent, I guess. Because she
Yeah.
like
Nothing will ever be funnier than Blitz saying, I'm the Chupacabra.
I don't remember that part. Is it in the Hell of a Short?
Yeah, it's in a hell of a short.
Okay, I just didn't remember that part.
That short single handedly got my brother to watch Hell of a Boss, by the way.
Huh. I feel like the penguin one, which like the
Oh,
penguins are
yeah.
just shouting slurs.
Yeah. In Penguin, of course. I love how, like, there's some stuff that even, like, Hell of a Boss is afraid to say, so I have to censor it.
Yeah,
Like, the pilot for the episode still has the R word in it, but there's some stuff they're still willing not to say.
yeah. And it just feels like I just feel like it's social norms that people just not saying it. 'Cause people are so used to not saying it that it just feels offensive when someone else actually says it.
I mean, like, I get like the N word being offensive, right? But I don't know where the R word became offensive. I'm not sure when that happened.
Right.
And there's like obviously like those things where like the word doesn't feel offensive because you're just so used to it. Like back in 1842, if you said the N word, nothing happened because no one gave a shit.
Right.
They just might question whether you're calling out for your slave or not because that's what it means.
Yeah.
Well, actually, fun history fact for all you little kids out there: the N word is just a mispronunciation of negro, which is the Spanish word for black, and
I
it
knew
just kind
that.
of got adjusted to be a slur, meaning slave.
Yeah.
Because fun fact, English people cannot understand Spanish whatsoever. It's almost like they're from two very different parts of the world or something.
Oh, I wonder
And
why.
I should specify for anyone that is a little too slow. I mean Spain, not Mexico. Mexico wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
So before anyone gets on about it, this is Spain Spanish, not Mexican Spanish. The words are still the same, so it doesn't matter me saying this, but I'd like to specify that I am not Mexican.
Oh, so
Jacob.
it's I'm not Mexican. Jacob. After a long pause, he looks Jacob straight in the eyes and says, "Jacob."
Because he's the worst offender. Anyways,
Anyway.
I will never remember that. We have him on recording. We have him on recording. I was telling my brother about that. He's like, "Hey, what's the channel name?" And I'm like, always off topic." And he's like, "I'm going to go to the specific part of that video and get him canceled." I'm like, "Why? Why are you like this?"
Well, I
He
feel like
wasn't.
yes, Hispanics and like Spaniards would get offensive for getting would get offended by being mixed up.
Oh no, he wasn't. He wasn't offended at all. He thought it was funny. He just wanted to get him canceled for shits and giggles.
Ah. Well, but
Nothing
also like
happened, so I'm assuming he forgot.
yeah. What was I gonna
But
say?
if he did, It would be kind of funny.
Yeah, just like only just only him being kicked off the show.
Yeah, just him in particular. I mean, come on, Italian.
Oh yeah.
They're not Italian.
I can't hear the word Italian without thinking about the people or Beetlejuice.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't stop thinking about Ben when I hear Italian.
Ben.
Put Ben in a suit and put a fedora on his head. You can't unsee it. He looks like he's in the mob. Just what? It's just not. He's not in his mob attire. You can tell he's Italian.
Yeah.
If we ever get Ben on the show and he has his like camera on, you will understand what I mean.
Yeah.
He will like you can break pasta in front of him and then you just won't exist anymore.
Don't break pots down in front of Ben.
Dude, I, dude, when I learned he was Italian, I was like, should I tell him that my dad breaks spaghetti? Just to see
That's
what happens.
that's nutty.
Because you see, I'm inviting our strongest friend to try and beat up the strongest man I know. So I want to see what's stronger. A guy that can lift up a stove without a second thought and like with zero effort, or an angry Italian man that can bench press me as if
I
I were
can
a twig.
bench press with a twig. Yet again, with us being smaller, we're gonna be lighter.
I weigh 103 pounds.
Yeah,
I've
that's
lost weight. I did
yeah.
not
No,
want this.
we're little,
I am small.
small.
I can deny it more no longer. I
I
am
am
small.
small. Because I'm yes, I'm 5'4". You're taller than me,
Yeah,
but yet
by
again,
1 inch.
I am also 120 pounds.
Dude, it's funny. Uh, you know how I said I got like birthday money and I was gonna spend it on stuff.
Uh-huh.
My first thought was height increasers. They're little things that go in your shoes that make you like 5 inches taller,
Dang.
or not 5 inches, 2 inches.
So that would make you the size
But
of an average human.
yeah, well, kind of. The average is 5'9", so I'm not average, but I'm not short.
Yeah, it's like I'm not classified as like short.
Yeah, dude, I am. What makes it sad, right, is that I am one of the tallest people in my family.
Uh, I'm like one of the I'm the third tallest out of us five.
Yeah. It's what makes it even funnier is that my 5 foot three sister keeps dating guys that are like 6'8".
Dang.
Her new boyfriend is like 6'5" and is like a autism therapist. You know, like if you have autism, he can like help you out with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know for a fact when that man looks at like down at my family because he's absolutely looking down. When he looks down at my family, he's just gonna instantly be able to detect the wave of autism.
My eighth grade brother is 5'6", but he's significantly taller than me.
I mean, like 5'6", and the difference between 5'6" and 5'4" is weirdly a lot.
Yeah. And then my dad's 5'8".
Yeah.
So I got short genetics.
Yeah. My brother is the tallest person in our family, and he is 5'6". He
Dang.
is 1 inch taller than me.
Do you think he'll get that inch back?
I am not getting higher than 5 inches. Not just because I'm pretty sure I've stopped growing because I've been this height since I was a freshman, but also because I'm pretty sure my brother is going to start filing down my knees if
Yeah.
I get taller than him.
We are running scary close on time.
So that means that is the end of this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to share us with all your friends.
Share us with your friends who might like our stupidity. Bye
Our
gold, bye.
absolute autism.
Bye gold, bye.